Okay, so I was previously at 3210. I wanted it to move to the left, but if I did this, it went too far. I wanted to go where the second block starts, but I can't because this is a 2-block jump. So then I went to 877. But then my dead zone was too high, so I wanted to lower my dead zone. I knew my dead zone was too high because I was getting stuck tracking behind people. If people were strafing, I would just get stuck up here and I couldn't push towards the target. It kept happening. That's the dead zone. I went to 6. I didn't like anything in 6. I didn't like how any of this felt. Everything in 6 felt strange. I can't do anything at 3, so I just went to 0. And then at 0, I was like, I was doing stuff here. I don't know what I did initially, but then I was like at a point where it felt like my drift was too strong. So then I went here, and then I went through these again. And then I was at 6 because it's the point where the second block moves closer to the first block. And the first block didn't move away. Like they moved together. And then the second block moves. This makes it feel more responsive and stuff. But when I was playing at this, I felt like I needed to make the front of it taller and the back of it shorter. So if I did this and then this, it makes the shape pretty uniform, but then it looks a little weird around like the 8th or 10th block, but it all seems fine. So I don't know what I'm doing here yet, but it's around here with that 143. My ability to strafe back and forth with the Volt was kind of sketchy. It was like I needed to be a little bit faster. But now that I've made it a little bit faster, my sniping seems a little sketchy. So I don't know what I'm doing here. I have 0.1 on all of these.
I'm back at the totem. That one's down. Thermite. Spotting target here. Shut it. Last one's finished. They're all dead now.
Let's go here.
Reloading. Ring's close. Still have a minute. Wanna make enemy right here. Death wish. Opening fire. Recharging shields. Skin suits are here. Throwing. Gotta shut you up.
Ring. Only have 30 seconds.
Reloading.
Cruise over here. Reloading. /1. Bogey down. Bogey's dead.
Going to attack here. Hide yourself in the shadows.
Beginning ring countdown.
That one's done. Shut up. Someone's got a death wish. Enemy right here.
Arc star out. Taking fire. Eat an arc star.
Keeping a watch over here.
On flag. Firing.
Blood will spill right here. Ring's close. 30 seconds. Enemy out there.
On 30. Marking the
Someone's out there. Gonna shut you up.
tape. Arc star out.
Silence, skin suit.
Kill leader. Sweet. Frozen in
Something about this doesn't feel right. It feels like maybe it needs to be further to the left. But that can't be it because it's approaching the point. Like, it's now in the area where it's going to be too much drift. The only thing wrong with 09 is that it feels like it needs to be closer to the left. Everything above it feels... all of this shit felt strange. Everything above 9 felt strange. 2 landed very close.
Popping this in. Reloading. Eating lead. Lost for mine. You spotted.
First blood.
That's the last of
Give me a sec.
Charge rifle over here.
Hostile. My marker.
Where's that guy?
The Gibraltar has purple and he's hurt.
People.
Oh, he has blue and he's hurt. He's cracked. Flesh.
Shots
48.
fired and they're hitting me.
Round 4.
All I got is a flesh. I think it's just Gibraltar.
Down that one.
Octane.
Reloading.
Smoke out.
Could use some help.
Yeah, I got no ammo.
I
I
got
gotta
you
get you
back.
up.
I got some bad guys here.
He's flesh again. I have literally no ammo now.
Alright, just relax. I got everything under control.
Giving him the chimney.
Bad guys, let's do it.
Flesh. I got nothing.
That must just have been the last one, because there's no one for anything or whatever today.
I traced out the slope. I have marks for this third block, and then I have a mark for where it started. I have a mark where this starts, because that's too far in terms of like the drift, how much drift I'm going to experience. This is similar to that slope, but it's slightly slimmer in the front and slightly taller in the back. And I want the front of it to be taller. I would do this. This is very, very similar to that slope. It's somewhere in here, but it's like too far to the left for my controller. I'll start here, and then I'll go up to here. If the drift is bearable, but I doubt it will be. I have a feeling we'll be floating around constantly.
Downed an enemy. Reloading. Getting shot at. Reloading. All right, killed an enemy.
What the kid?
Got one here.
Reloading. Recharging shield.
Right here, right in front of me.
Use a new killing.
Reloading. Getting the decoy escape.
Care package incoming.
Then they got another me. You got bamboozled. You got bamboozled. Look at you.
Taking fire.
Shot fired. And reloading. Bam to the bam. I'm running out of ideas. Making contact here. Using the decoy escape.
Over here.
Got another squad here.
Reloading.
Downed an enemy. You got bamboozled. Reloading.
Beginning ring countdown.
Get shot.
I'm under fire. I'm down.
I'm down.
45 seconds. I downed an African.
I wanted to attack. Can't attack by myself. We were just split up the entire time. This felt really good. I kind of want to do this though. Like make it shorter. So I'm dropping the speed in order to speed it up. Just overall, just in general, it's going to be slightly accelerated. And I think I'm doing that because this slope has no acceleration. The slope might have deceleration. It might be decelerating on the backside, but I'm not sure. But I think that's why I feel like I need to do this. There's like a little bit of something that I must want. If I'm speeding everything up, that means I want some type of acceleration. And what was the issue with 5? Why did I feel like I want? There's a point. It kind of feels like it has a dip in it. Like when I was at 11, it kind of feels like there's a spot where it's like taking off or something. What if I? What was I just at? I was at 165. This is the last time, and then I'm gonna go back to 151. We'll go to 155. So what? 155. 120. It kind of feels like the lock-on area has been expanded. That's sort of what it feels like. It feels like the area where it will stay on target was made larger. What? Why does it feel like I can move around? I can move around the target. I'm playing at 162 instead of 161 because at 161 my pistols feel like they get stuck on the edge of the characters. My rifles feel really good at 161, but my pistols get stuck. At 162 my pistols don't get stuck and my rifles feel a little slippery.
Rápido, rápido.
Scanning the area.
They're shooting at me.
The trap is set.
Got trouble here.
Scanning the area.